Professor G.K. Murthy, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, proud parents, I hope there are some parents over here, and most importantly, the graduating class. A very good morning to all of you. I'm truly honored and deeply thankful to be standing here before you today on this momentous occasion. I vividly remember my own convocation, the excitement, the anticipation, and the sense of stepping into the unknown with big dreams and even bigger expectations. To be given the opportunity to speak to you today, to share my thoughts and perhaps inspire you in some way is something that I don't take lightly. It is humbling to think that I might play a small part in the start of your professional journey. Convocation is a moment to pause, reflect, take pride in the journey that has brought each of you to this stage. I want to acknowledge the distinguished individuals who are here today, the faculty who have tirelessly mentored and guided and inspired students over the past 3 years, the proud families and friends whose unwavering support has been a crucial part of this journey, and finally the graduating class of 24. Congratulations on this momentous achievement. Today is about you and the bright future that awaits. I'm reminded of the remarkable vision that led to Chandragupt Institute Management of Patna's inception in 2008 as a part of a much larger dream to revive the educational legacy of this great state. Bihar, as we all know, was home to one of the greatest centers of learning the world has ever known, the ancient University of Nalanda, which attracted scholars and students from around the world for centuries. Nalanda wasn't just an institution, it was a symbol of India's intellectual prowess. Thanks to Nalanda, India is one of the few civilizational cultures in the world that impacted the entire region around us, right from Africa, the Middle East, India, the South Asia itself, and South and East Asia, Southeast and East Asia, including China. Named after the great Mauryan emperor who established one of India's most successful empires, CIMP stands today as a modern reflection of Bihar's ancient tradition of fostering talent, critical thinking and leadership. It is the only standalone government institute of management in the country that's AICTE approved, NBA accredited and recognized by the AIU, which speaks volumes about its commitment to higher education. To see an institute like CIMP excel so rapidly, now ranked in the top 125 management schools in India by NIRF 2024, reflects the hard work by everyone associated with it, be it faculty, its leaders, or its students. I have no doubt that each one of you graduating today will carry forth the legacy of excellence that CIMP embodies. As we celebrate your achievements, I cannot stress enough on the pivotal role that education and most importantly management education plays in shaping future leaders. In today's complex and fast evolving world, leadership is no longer just about making decisions. It's about making informed, empathetic, and forward-thinking decisions. Leadership is not confined to a title or a position. It is a mindset. Remember, the most effective leaders are those who understand that learning doesn't end with a degree. Your education is just the beginning of a lifelong journey. The pace of change, especially in fields like management and technology, means that what you know today may not be enough for tomorrow. To stay relevant, you must remain curious, open to new ideas, and willing to change your assumptions. Change can often feel daunting, but it is full of opportunity. So don't shy away from change. Face it head on and welcome it. In sectors like manufacturing, infrastructure and technology, the pace of innovation and transformation is extraordinary. These industries are not only the backbone of our economy, but also pivotal to the future of human development. In manufacturing, we see a major shift towards automation, the use of advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and the Internet of Things. These trends are reshaping how products are designed, produced, and delivered. But they also bring challenges. How do we continually upskill ourselves and our workforce to meet these technological advancements? How do we ensure that our supply chains are resilient in the face of global disruptions, as we saw during the pandemic, or what's going on with wars in Ukraine and the Middle East? Similarly, in infrastructure, there's a growing emphasis on sustainability and smart cities. All this requires innovative thinking and long-term planning, especially in India, where the scale and complexities of infrastructure needs are vast. Technology, of course, is the driving force behind many of these changes. Digital transformation is no longer a choice, but a necessity. Whether it's cloud computing, data analytics, or cybersecurity, the business world is increasingly reliant on technology in order to stay competitive. The point I want to make here is that as future managers and leaders, the world you're stepping into is vastly different than the one that existed when you entered this institution just a few years ago. We live in a global interconnected society, and a manager's role is not simply about maximizing profits or managing resources. It's about understanding how to harness the power of digital technologies that are not only profitable but environmentally and socially responsible. The challenges we face, from climate change to technological disruption, require leaders who can think globally, act ethically, and innovate responsibly. Your ability to adapt to these shifts while staying grounded in values and purpose will define your success as leaders in this new world. We are truly fortunate to have been born in India. Indian businesses are now competing on a global scale. They've already made their mark in sectors like IT, pharmaceuticals, and automation. Still, there is so much more potential to be unlocked, especially in areas like renewable energy, advanced manufacturing, and innovation-driven industries. The Make in India initiative, which has been launched by our government, is playing a crucial role in strengthening our industrial base and manufacturing capabilities. This initiative aims to turn India into a global hub for manufacturing, encouraging both domestic and international companies to invest in our industries. At a crucial time like this, we need to foster a culture of quality, where products and services from India are known not for being just cost effective, but world class. As we look ahead, two factors will be the drivers of our success: sustainability and innovation. In today's world, businesses can no longer afford to operate without considering their impact on the environment. The future belongs to those who can balance economic growth with environmental stewardship. Innovation is equally critical, but that doesn't mean just adopting the latest technology. It means rethinking entire business models, challenging the status quo, and finding new ways to create value for our customers and our society. The intersection of these two forces, creating solutions that are both cutting edge and environmentally friendly, will define the future of business, not just in India, but around the world. As I reflect on my own journey, what has always stood out as fundamental to lasting success are the core tenets of values and ethics. No matter what organization you are in, no matter what challenges you face, the decisions that you make with integrity are the ones that will define you, not just as a professional, but as an individual. You will face choices where the ethical path may not seem to be the most profitable in the short term. So while you're hitting targets or closing deals, doing the right thing always pays off in the long run. Your reputation will be built on the decisions you make when no one is looking. Beyond personal integrity, your responsibility also extends to organizations you will work for or you will lead. Organizations today are expected to be responsible global citizens to contribute positively to the communities that they operate in, to care for the environment. Corporate responsibility is no longer a nice to have kind of situation, it is essential. And as future leaders, you have the power to drive this change. As you stand on the brink of an exciting new chapter in your lives, I want to encourage each of you to think beyond your careers and individual success. Today more than ever, the world needs leaders who not only excel in their professions, but also give back to society. This is your chance to be a force for good, not just in your workplace, but in your communities, in our country, and in the world. We are all interconnected today in ways that previous generations could never have imagined. The challenges that you face, whether it's climate change, social inequality, or global health, require global solutions. Your actions can contribute to solving these pressing issues. I believe that each one of you has the potential to be a pioneer of change. We've seen so many individuals who single-handedly have changed the world. Whether you stay here in Bihar or take your talents to other parts of India or anywhere in the world, be proud of where you come from and carry that pride with you in everything that you do. You're not just graduates, you're now representatives or ambassadors of this esteemed institution. Let your actions speak volumes about the quality of education that you have received here, as well as your commitment to make a difference in the world. As you embark on this exciting new journey, it is important to recognize that each person's path is going to be different and unique. However, there are some lessons that I have learned and I hope can guide you along the way. The world is constantly changing and your ability to adapt will be crucial. Stay open to new ideas and be willing to pivot or change those ideas whenever necessary. Never stop learning. Approach each day with a desire to discover more, whether through formal education or personal experiences. There will always be challenges, but your response to them defines your character. Learn to bounce back from setbacks and view them as opportunities for growth. Uphold ethical standards in all your endeavors. Integrity will earn you respect and trust, both personally as well as professionally. Aim to make a positive impact in your community and beyond. True fulfillment often comes back from giving back and contributing to a greater good. The connections you build will be invaluable. Invest time in relationships with mentors, peers, and those who you meet along the way. They will surely enrich your journey. Whether in your local community or on a global scale, strive to leave a positive mark. So as you take your first steps into your professional lives, always remember and cherish your teachers, your professors, who've given you so much to make you who you are, who despite their own needs have taken the time to explain concepts and theories. From my own personal experience, they always remember each one of you, and usually by name. They will take great pleasure in celebrating your success. So when successful, do drop in and say hello to them. Share your successes, it will definitely make their day. Your proud and devoted parents who've sacrificed so much to bring you up and have always been there when you needed them. I'm sure they will have deep satisfaction in their hearts about what you have achieved today. Make them proud by your success and be there for them whenever and wherever they need you. The other day I was in an institution where most of the graduates were women. And I said this message is mainly for the men, because men find reasons why not to come back. The girls are always there for their parents. So I'd like to thank the Honorable Director, Professor G.K. Murthy, the faculty and staff, and all of you for giving me this honor today. And congratulations once again to the graduating class of 23-24. The journey ahead is yours to shape. I don't know how many of you know the cartoon strip Peanuts with Charlie Brown and Snoopy. So in one of those strips, Charlie Brown says to Snoopy, you know, we live only once. And I understand YOLO is a term that all of you use. So Snoopy replies, you're wrong. We die only once. We live every day. We live our lives every day. So my suggestion is live your lives to the fullest. Enjoy it. Because when you enjoy life, that's when you are going to do better. So thank you very much. Jai Hind.